So on the way home, I realized I did not film a preface to this video at all. So I figured I'd let you guys know I took a trip up north that way to do some shooting, walk around the camp. So I hope you guys enjoy, the 25 minutes, half hour, 45-minute video, whatever it's going to be. And hopefully it doesn't put you to sleep and hopefully get some enjoyment out of it. So enjoy. First on the table, I have a Marlin Model 60. I bought this for my son for his birthday when he was born. Now giving him a rifle that he would grow up to appreciate and get a value of learning and shooting. I'm going to take 10 shots with this gun. Hopefully it'll work. Last spring, or last fall, it wouldn't work for me. I had a broken buffer on it. So I replaced that, and it should be good now. Let's try it. Yeah, seemed to shoot good. Move on to the next one. Next on my list, I have a Henry Frontier. This is the normal Henry with an octagon barrel. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't have the large loop, but I think sometime in the future I might put that on. This gun is fairly new. It's maybe 8 months old. So I'm going to put 10 rounds through that, let you guys see that go. I'm not much good with a lever action and the peep sights, but I'll see what I can do. Hasn't moved yet. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the Henry Frontier. Third on the table is my baby. This is my Winchester Model 70 chambered in 270. I love this gun. I wish I learned how to shoot a bolt action a lot earlier in life. It was mostly semi-autos. My dad had a lever, he had a bolt, but I went and bought myself a semi-auto, and that's the biggest regret of my life there. So I'm going to put 5 rounds down range with this one. This is the gun I shot last hunting season with my reloads combination and my first deer kill with that gun and my reloads. And these are the same, so let's give it a whirl, see what happens. I'm going to put my ears in for this one because this one's loud. That's the Model 70, guys. I love that gun. On to my Mosin Nagant. This is my 7.62 by 54R rifle. I got it for $150 at a hardware store. I'd like to sporterize this. I want to cut down the barrel. I've already got the stock. I got a bent bolt on it. I'd like to get the scope mount from, what's that place? That one place that has a scope mount. Not at ATI, that other place. So hopefully I can get that done. I want to try and re-blue this. And if that turns out I got another gun I want to re-blue. So I got 4 rounds in there. Let's shoot it off. This is the corrosive military brass, so I got some reloads. Maybe I'll throw a reload in there quick and try and clean that garbage out quick so it doesn't start rusting on me. I reloaded these, but I totally forgot to write down all the stuff that was pertinent to what it was, so I'm not going to try aiming precisely. I might have to shoot it off and reload it later. That's a fun one. This is a Stevens Model 58B 410 shotgun. I thought this was the coolest thing because it has a bolt and it's magazine fed and it's a shotgun. The story is this was my great grandmother's. She must have bought it in the 60s and only had it a couple years. But it's old. It shows it's old. There's no front ball on the end of the barrel. There's no sighting mechanism really. So this is ideally my second bluing project if my Mosin turns out good. I'd like to refinish this gun and try and make it look nice without spending a whole lot of money. I've only got 2 slugs in here because we are having issues with the magazine and they're kind of impossible to find. So yeah, this gun needs work. Okay, the next few guns I'm going to shoot, are not mine. I borrowed them from my father-in-law. No, I have never shot this SKS. Oh. And I'm wondering, I had to go buy ammo because I've never shot this ammo. And I'm looking at this. I've never shot 300 blackout either, but 7.62, which is this, is a 30 caliber. And 300 blackout is a 30 caliber. So what is the big difference between this little bullet and a 300 blackout? Really would like somebody to chime in on that, because I cannot see paying the over exuberant prices of 300 blackout anything when I can just buy this little dainty guy. So I'm gonna shoot 5 bullets out of this gun I've never shot. Hopefully I don't die, and I can get onto the next 2 guns to show you. So let's try this. I watched my father-in-law and my girlfriend wife at the time, watched them shoot it at the shooting range, and everybody around them was ducking because the shells were shooting out the top and bouncing off the roof. Luckily, all I got is blue sky, so hopefully I can hit the plate down there. I can see the appeal to an SKS. That is a nice gun. I like that gun. I might have to convince the wife to let me buy one. Not 300 blackout stuff. I just don't see it. I can't understand that. But I'm sure some of you people will chime in claiming 300 blackout's the best thing ever. Well, that's just a matter of opinion, and I happen to like this gun. So we'll move on to the next one. Sure, a lot of you are familiar with this gun as well. This was an M1 Garand. This is also my father-in-law's. I've never shot this either. I do have a 5-round clip in there, and that, not a fan of that. But he let me borrow it, and I got 30-06 rounds, so I'm gonna try it out and hopefully not die again. If I can find my earplugs. Okay, earplugs. One thing I like about the SKS and this M1 Garand is the toolkit and the butt plate. That's pretty cool. I might have to try something like that with my Model 70. Haha. That kicks. That's got some kick. I can't see being a GI running through the woods of Germany. But it sounded like I hit that plate at 85 yards, and that's enough to kill somebody. That size plate. You can hit that, someone's dead. Not too bad. I don't think I'm going to run out and buy one, though. But nostalgia purposes, that's pretty nice. This is my 6-hour P250 45 caliber. This is how I bought it from the store. I never really had the urge to buy a 45, but I did. Now I want to show you this. I only got 5 rounds in the magazine. There's no safety. All right. One point, my wife said I could only buy one gun. So I bought a 45. What she didn't know is what you can do with guns these days. Knowing full well what I could do, I went ahead and bought the 45 anyway, even though I didn't want it. And then, a couple months went by, and I bought the 40 kit. So that was in the mail. I didn't have to go fill out paperwork or anything. I think she was a little miffed that I did that, but right, that's in. That's right. That's right. All right. There we go. And now I have a 45 for 40. This is the gun I keep loaded in the safe next to the bed for the wife in case somebody breaks in. Since I didn't want a 45, I usually just keep this in the carrying case. I haven't reloaded 45. I have reloaded 40. As my last video, I reloaded ammo for this. So that's guns like 9 and 10 on the list here. I have brass laying everywhere. This gun, this is kind of a special gun. This is a Winchester model 1895, made in 1903, and the caliber is 35 Winchester. If you buy a gun in 35 Winchester centerfire, you are not going to have a fun day. They made this ammo between 1903 and 1936. So this ammo hasn't been made in 70 plus years. Luckily, my father-in-law, he has 5 original boxes of ammo. I shot it 10 times after fixing it. He had it for 30 years, couldn't open it, couldn't lift the lever, bring the breech back. He didn't know if it was loaded for 30 years. And after me looking at it for 3 minutes, I had it open and knew it wasn't loaded. I had to replace the firing pin, a little firing pin retainer spring thing, so when you open the bolt, it doesn't slop around, and when you close the bolt, it kind of fixes itself, and then a hinge pin for the lever. I've only shot 10 rounds, and then I reloaded those 10 rounds. So this is the first time shooting my reloads in this gun. This is a nice gun. But if you buy a gun in 35 Winchester, you better be ready to reload it yourself. I kind of wonder how long the reloading dies will still be available for. I don't know. They were $100 for a 2-die set. So it could be forever, but glad I have it. Now loading this is kind of weird. I think from my research, this was the last gun Browning designed for Winchester before he made his own company, but it was the first magazine-fed lever action, I think. Loading this gun's a little weird. Let's see what, I'm probably in frame. Gotta open it up. Slide the bullet in like that, and then push it over. Slide that bullet down, push it over. That's how you load that. Now the last time I shot it, I figured out you got to be assertive with this lever to get those shells to come out. So I'm only going to shoot it 3 times. I got my brother and my dad coming to come shoot today, and I like to save some rounds for them, seeing as I only have 10. But this is another loud beast that I would not want to be in front of. I think this was a Teddy Roosevelt carry a big stick gun. I'm not losing that brass either. I gotta keep track of those. Just to buy brass, like $2 each. One, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. This brass was made in 1936 and it's looking good. It looks like I got a primer that's coming out of that pocket a little bit. The other ones look alright. Might have to cut down on the powder. Bring it down a notch. For the next time. Yeah, that's a nice gun. Alright, second to last. This is just a cheap, like old Sears Montgomery Ward something Sentinel Deluxe 22 revolver. It holds 9 shots, which is really inconvenient. When you want to shoot a box of rounds, you're going to have 5 rounds all by themselves. So, but, you know, this is a good gun for mice, snakes. You put snake shot in it, 22 shot shells. It works pretty good. Another nice thing about a revolver, the brass doesn't end up all over the forest floor. But it's shiny out here now, so can't complain too bad. Last but not least, my collection of guns that I brought today is a 6-hour Mosquito. Now, this gun, this is my carry gun. I don't care what you people say about, oh, it's only a 22. It doesn't matter what caliber it is. If you get a good shot, it's a good shot either way. I can't go out and buy guns like everybody else. But a few years ago, I took this hunting as my sidearm while hunting, just in case, you know, bear come out at me or wolves. There's wolves around here. So at one point during the hunting season, I had it unloaded. I went like that, so the hammer was back. Put it up on a bunk bed, and I turned around and the thing just fell down right on the hammer or something. It fell down, and after that, the gun was not fireable. I don't know why. I don't know it was jammed. I took the grips off. I looked in there. I didn't see anything bent. But I ended up sending this back to 6 Hour. I knew the warranty was up, so I figured I was going to have to pay something to have it fixed. But 6 Hour, they fixed it. They put some kind of spring in here. They put a new barrel in there because I polished the barrel. These things are notorious for jamming up on the feed lip. So they put a new barrel on it. They sent me my old barrel back so I could put it on there if I want. But that was pretty nice. Having a broken gun, not knowing it. Then after the season, I found out it was broken. I sent it in and they fixed it for nothing. Can't complain with that. hopefully my dad will come. He'll bring a few guns. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully my brother will come. He'll bring a couple guns. He's got a 6.5 Grendel. That's a pretty gun. That is a pretty AR. My dad's got just a standard AR. My brother also has a Mosin. My dad has a Mosin. My brother's not a big gun guy like me and my dad. But hopefully, you know, I got to show you guys something fun. I hope this commingulation of all these videos doesn't turn out into something that's like 4 hours long, because I've been out here a while shooting. I got brass everywhere. I'm going to spend an hour just walking around trying to pick stuff up and all these leaves. That's going to be fun. But I'm at hunt camp. How cool is that? I can make all this noise. Nobody's going to come complain. If they do complain, they're going to be driving up my shooting range. And then they'd probably stop and turn around and leave. So, if I add to this, alright, then I'll add to it. Yeah, I'll add to it. Let's do that. Let's go ahead. Maybe I'll walk around the woods a little bit. Maybe go show you guys the other cabin. That's a project there. So yeah, till next time. See what happens later today. I'm sitting here reviewing all my videos. There's my shooting range. There's the driveway. I can hear a car in the distance, which that in itself is pretty rare because the nearest road is a half-mile away, and that's, you know, traveled once in a great while, but I can hear a car coming. Yeah, it's coming this way. I can hear it. Or I'm going crazy. 12 hours by myself, I can't be going crazy yet. And I've been sitting in this spot for 2 hours after I shoot all my videos, just waiting. I got all my guns sitting here loaded. I don't want to leave them alone. Hopefully, someone will pop around that corner. In the meantime, since I'm waiting, if it's anybody that wants to do bad towards me, they better have something to back themselves up. Because I am kind of ready for Korean War. Oh, I hear honking. Someone planned ahead. Probably know I'm out here shooting. Let's see who this one is. More. That would be my dad. Okay, just so you guys know, we've only owned this place for 3 months. And the first time we've been here without any snow. So the water's kind of high. But there is one boat. Looks like a boat. Like a plywood boat. Wow, that's old. That tree must have came down during the winter because that wasn't there when we came to look at the place. So hopefully that's okay. There's a third boat. There's a fourth boat. My dad already has like 8 boats, but what's a few more, right? Here's the river. I guess the river flows this way. And somewhere off in the distance over there's a beaver dam. I could look on Google Maps and actually see it. And there's a big like pond over there. That's pretty nice. Oh, this is one dock. There's a dock here. Needs work. I'll walk you over to the other dock. I just came from that way. It's right back here. Walking through this way. About 80 yards apart. Snow just melted. So the river's, I want to say it's up 2 feet. Which never been here before. Don't know what it's like during the spring. But in the middle of winter, it wasn't this high. I could actually walk out on this dock before. Because this whole cove here, it wasn't frozen. It's spring fed. There's 2 springs down here that feed this whole area, and it doesn't freeze in the winter. And those 2 like concrete culverts with just garbage can lids on top, but there's fresh water coming through there. Last winter I filled up a tea kettle so I could make coffee out of this one right here. That's fresh water. This is my temporary shooting range I set up. My dad showed up, and then my brother showed up, and then they're both, oh, we gotta sight in our guns. We can't do this. We gotta just shoot. So I spent 3 hours setting this up so I could make videos, and then they decided to just shoot. All right, whatever. And then my brother, he didn't really help much. I had all the guns loaded. I want them to shoot the guns I had, and then they weren't too enthusiastic about that. But we did some more shooting. But that my dad has a rangefinder, and the steel plate I have hanging down there, he says is about 90 yards. I'm gonna walk down there. I'm gonna show you that plate. It's not a tempered plate. It's just a steel plate. I'll show you the damage all these rifles did to that plate. Look at that. These are some big holes. Like that one, it's bulging through the back here, and it's 3/4 inch plate. See, that's some bad steel, or some high power guns. I had this plate here, but we couldn't see it from all the little bushes in the way. Oh. I was tempted to make a video of me shooting guns naked because there's nobody around. I just thought it'd be hilarious. This is just driveway. All those woods are ours. As far as we can see, it just amazed my mom how big 40 acres is. And the other camp we go hunting at, the driveway, I would not even think about driving down this time of year. It's all mud in the middle of summer. And this one, that's pretty good. And there's standing water along the sides of it in a couple spots, but Here, yesterday I heard ducks. There's something back there warbling right now. Something over there. I did walk through these woods a little bit yesterday after shooting, and I did find some deer trails and some droppings, so that's a good sign. Let's see what else I could show you. That is not a good sign. I hope you guys are ready for this. Ooh, creepy. A flashlight. I like the floors in this place. They're really pretty, but the rest of the building is kind of gross. It's just one open room. There's a divider wall here. The wood stove. Propane lights. One back there. Propane stove, propane fridge. Now, a little work could probably clean this up, but the foundation itself is this thing right here. This is an upside down like Coleman lamp. I'm gonna take this home and I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. It's just weird. Never thought the idea of putting your fuel tank above a really hot ignition source is a good idea, but apparently it worked. Alright, there's that first dock I showed you. Yeah, this needs a lot of work. My dad loves this place, but I'd say the next decade the foundation's just gonna fold up and this thing's gonna collapse. But it is what it is. We still got the other building. If we have to, we got 2 fold-out couches. If we have to, 2 more beds. Dead mouse. Dead mouse. Yeah, great. Cast iron pans, hey. Something good out of this place. Oh, there's another light. Oh, this cupboard over here. Oh, medicine cabinet. Everything in here is like 1940s. Found some oars too. Hey, I know where the oars are. Yeah, could be all right. Some work, but I'm not gonna put a time frame on places how long this lasts. The ground is heaving under the place. It's preventing the doors from opening. Get back outside. Insurance company won't insure this place because it has fiberglass roll roofing on top. But you can see there's a piece of siding on the bottom edge there, and it's underground. This whole edge of the building is sinking in, and it's fighting the door. This door is busted all up. I'd say tear it down and move it, put on a good foundation. And just look at that roof line. And the top of it's got a big bow. But it is what it is. One more thing before I call this a video. Close it up. Got this generator hut, right? You gotta see this generator. Alright. The thing is, it's propane powered. It's got 24-volt system. Start it. I don't see a starter on it. I think it's a magnet. I think the magnet does the cranking. But what you do, once you have the battery supply on, you have the propane on, you flip these two breakers right here up, that says it's ready. And all you have to do, any light, any outlet, that is so cool. I think that was a selling point for us getting this place. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a video, guys. Maybe next time I'm up here, I'll bring some more guns and shoot some other things. Right now, I think I'm gonna go for a walk. Talk to you later.